What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to speak on LeBron James, man, his situation. What's going on with LeBron James, and everybody's making it seem like LeBron James and Clutch Sports is basically they running the show, right? And I had made a video about this a while ago because LeBron James is he's basically being he's not running the show. I think it's this guy Adam Mendelson that's behind the scenes running the show with LeBron James. Uh uh what Jason Whitlock had made a video about this a while ago, and you can kind of tell, you can definitely tell the way LeBron James is moving that he's not running the show. It's just too much stuff around LeBron James throughout, like what's going on lately and throughout his career that has been scripted, right? And so LeBron James, under any other circumstance, I think LeBron James really wants to retire, but for some reason, the people who run in LeBron James, the people who are behind LeBron James, are not allowing him to retire. I recently seen a report that said LeBron James was going to play about another 2 to 4 years, something like that. Now, I did expect LeBron James to play this year for Philly and then probably one more after that, like 25 altogether. But they're saying that LeBron James might go another 4 years. So this situation is it's becoming obvious that LeBron James is not running this, if you look at LeBron James, he looks tired, beard all gray. I think LeBron James, I think it's some serious stuff going on with LeBron James. He can't speak out about it, but I think he's really being controlled. Him and Rich Paul are really being controlled. So, with that being said, let me play some audio from Jason Whitlock's show, and he kind of gives some insight as to who this guy Adam Mendelson is and what his role is with LeBron James.
Who's running the clown show for LeBron James? Adam Mendelson. Adam Mendelson doesn't get talked about a great deal, but he does get talked about. Adam Mendelson has been working with LeBron James for maybe 15, 20 years, maybe a little bit longer. You'll hear a lot of stories out front that it's Rich Paul and Maverick Carter and these guys, that's LeBron's inner circle. But behind the scenes, everybody knows Adam Mendelson is who controls LeBron James. Adam Mendelson, Ari Emanuel, they run the clown show. They hire clowns, work with useful idiots like a LeBron James, who was blessed with an amazing amount of physical talent from birth, has no reason in this American culture we've designed to develop intellectually. They focus LeBron James on physical development because that's where the pot of gold was going to come from for LeBron James, and other people do the thinking for LeBron James.
Now that last statement, right? Not only I think that LeBron James hasn't developed mentally, and somebody else pointed this out, like LeBron James is still a teenager, and he's very petty, he's passive aggressive, and he's like a teenager, like somebody who has to be seen. And he demonstrates this all the time. And somebody pointed out, like when he was at that concert, I think it was a Jay-Z concert, and he's dancing around like in a private section by himself, like like, look at me, I gotta be seen. That's something that you don't see in a 40-something-year-old man. Just take for instance like Michael Jordan. Like you never, Michael Jordan is somebody who's he's almost a recluse, right? You hardly ever see Michael Jordan. Once his NBA career was over with, he make it his business to stay away from the spotlight. Now, I understand that LeBron James is still playing in the NBA, but even with that being said, you still want to, if you after you've had so much attention throughout your career, you get tired of it. I remember watching Michael Jordan during The Last Dance, right? That documentary that he did, and there was a part in there that was Michael Jordan's last year playing with the Chicago Bulls. He uh he was speaking about being famous and how that people don't realize like how much pressure is on him, and he would trade his fame for some anonymity, right? And this is while he was playing, like so, and it proved to be true because once Michael Jordan stepped away from basketball, like I said, you hardly ever see Michael Jordan, but LeBron James just don't seem like he over the years has learned that lesson, learned that you want to be, you want to keep a low key, and you want to be able to just go places and and be able to move around without drawing so much attention to yourself. Every time, a lot of times when I see Michael Jordan, like he's traveling overseas in countries where probably he's not as much recognized as he is here in the United States, right? And so you'll see him sometimes just walking by himself. And so that's pretty cool, you know what I mean, to be able to have the money, where though you can do that, and then like your fame is not hurting you at this point in time in your life, because you do want to be able to move around without having all this attention. And let me get back to some more what Jason Whitlock has to say about LeBron James and their this clown show that they got going on.
So the person, you don't understand, Curse is keeping it real. And this is somebody that no, man, we got to be smarter than that. We got to be better than that. I'm a role model while I sit here on TV knowing kids are watching me, taking their signals from me, and I'm just going to curse pervasively for an hour and 20 minutes for no reason. You're talking to a former gold medalist in the profanity Olympics. And even when I was a gold medalist in the profanity Olympics, I could go on television and say, hey, man, there's young people out here watching. My mama and daddy are out here watching. I'm not going to make this kind of fool out of myself. I'm on national TV. Now, if I want to go to a strip club and talk like a gangster rap idiot, do it there. You're not on national TV. There aren't kids watching.
And see, that's what I'm saying. There over the years to me hasn't been any maturity as far as LeBron James, mentally. He's the same person he was when he was a teenager, before coming in the league. And like Jason Whitlock said, there was absolutely no reason for LeBron James to develop or to get wiser, because basketball is all he knows, right? And so you didn't see that maturity in LeBron James as far as like how he even speaks, or there's not a change. Like when you see somebody at 17, LeBron James came on the scene at 17, and then you see them at 40, you can see the change mentally, not just physically, but mentally, because their perspective has changed because they have experienced life. But there's not that much of a change in LeBron James from 17 to 40, and it's crazy. And that's the reason why the people who controlled him from the very beginning are still able to control him now. LeBron James can't retire because, you know what I mean, I don't know if they haven't made enough money off of LeBron James, or the mission, like he hasn't served his purpose or his mission with these people. So they're not allowing LeBron James to retire. When I saw LeBron James say he wanted to live, that to me was just more proof that, like LeBron James, he's in a situation, man, that's to me is just kind of I don't know what to say about it. It's not normal, but it would be a scary situation where somebody has that type of control over your life, because you don't know what these people are going to do, what they're capable of. But you know, it's just, to me, the situation is just crazy.
But this is the clown show that's being run. This is Disney. This is ESPN. This is calls themselves the worldwide leader in sports. Where are they leading you?
All right, so basically, you get the point, right? LeBron James is not running the show, in my opinion. A lot of people don't think that LeBron James is running the show. Him and Rich Paul and Maverick Carter, all those guys are the front men, and those are the guys who, when this this thing starts to fall apart, those are the guys who are going to take the brunt of that, you know, of that the consequences that come with this thing for LeBron James falling apart. So that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, man, I'm going to check y'all out in the next video. Peace.